all in the wrist. Watch out flip. I'm in the whip. All in the wrist. I never switch.
Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gators. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. X3. 218. Chopper. Shoot.
Miller on 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Fire.
Now Miller throwing again. Open man, he's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Miller. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds them to just 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Down. 60 outlaws. He can't hit me. He's not going to get me. Check 43. Ready.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
Let's go now.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
61, matchbox lights.
They look to throw. It's locked. It's caught. Cooper. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
Let's go.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch QB drop. Twist. Greystone travel. On the ball. Big river.
Now Elliott. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. This to Jarwin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Got it.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 31. Blue draw Corpus. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. You. Alert flare.
Here's Miller. Going to throw again. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Miller. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage, being the road.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Double time, double time. Hey. 4 down.
Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check 37, check 37. Ready?
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
80 weapon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Locke. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Set, ready, 18, Gator.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Locke looks to throw it again. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Miller now throwing on 1st down. Completes it to Watt. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Topper. Topper. Snap.
2nd and 6. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
He's checking crack.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous. 6'6", pull it high. Hey, Alpha.
2nd and 10. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Oh, he's going to go for it all, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Elliott running right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Come on.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check back.
Now to the air. Lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, high 7.
3rd and 2, Lock's going to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. complete this one to Fulgham. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Down.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Get in the weight room. Hey, watch it. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Right on.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Let's go now. 15 line it. 15 line. Hey, let's go. Ready?
Miller to throw on third down. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
For Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Miller from the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 55 mark, deep rip.
Operating from the gun. Miller is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's Miller to throw again. Now he's forced out left. He'll run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun on third down. Miller, open man is Galladay, complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brings up 4th and 1.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Lock to throw on second down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
No, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
But it's now third down.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
Hey, 4 down.
From the gun on third down, Locke. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Escaping, in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On second down, Johnson. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Here we go, here we go. Hey, Haywood.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Hit it.
Miller now, operating from the gun. But it's brought in by Washington. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Watch tight end. Watch the eye.
Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
Miller, off play action. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Set 50, plant.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Smooth.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. There we go.
Now Miller from the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's got the connection to Cooper. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And a Cowboy 1st down.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Coming.
Lock now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrett Davis, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Locke to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's locked. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Miller. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Well, here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now it's his carry for Johnson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here we go with Johnson. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check 24, check 24. 80 weapon.
From the gun, Miller. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Miller. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. 5.
Here's Miller operating from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Mike 51.
Miller now throwing again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They'll run it with Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Curtis. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 35-yard line.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, Dallas.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for Dallas, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.